Greetings once again! Welcome to part 2 of the Furry fandom rant. Aw yeah. On this rant, we're going to be discussing these particular things before we lead to part 3 and the conclusion. Furry fandom lingo, different types of furries, the good and bad furries, furry stereotypes and high rankers, and human haters. Well, those are the things we're going to be covering today, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Anyway, the furry fandom lingo. Just like internet lingo, like LOL for laugh out loud, there are all kinds of lingo type words used in the furry fandom. These words are usually common amongst those who use forums, chat sites, etc. Anyway, here we go. The first one is furrydom, which is basically furry fandom. Pardon me. A furson is a furry person. When someone refers to you as a fur, it's a person who exhibits, in roleplay, furry characteristics. Huggle is a mix between hug and snuggle. Nuzzle is basically nose rubs or snout rubs, kind of like Eskimo kisses but for furries. A furvert is a furry pervert. And a plushie is a plush or stuffed animal toy usually carried around or cherished as a keepsake or even as a trusted friend. So, yeah, they're actually pretty adorable. Furry elitists. Just like with any fandom, you're going to find some form of elitist, just like with the anime fandom. These people are highly recognized in the furry fandom as being inspirations or even godlike figures to the drones of the fandom. And by drones I mean mindless followers. These people, I will not name them, cause for those involved with the fandom it's obvious who they really are. These people brainwash the regular fans and are terrible role models. Not only that, simply these people are not to be looked up to unless they change their ways for the better. Such as, they become, a Christian by getting saved. Give up their old ways and become better and do better things. Now that, sir, is a good role model. I misspelled the word some, so pardon me. People in the furry fandom who go way too far. Some of them take their quote-unquote love for the fandom overboard. Some, if not many, think they really are animals in a human body. Didn't even capitalize the S on that one. Sorry. Anyway, some even behave as an animal, but not as a natural part of their personality, but to try to keep up their status in the fandom, and to be someone they're not. Try finding Anna Meets the Furries. It shows one of the many dark sides of the furry fandom. Furries in media, they're portrayed as bad. On an episode of CSI, The Tyra Show, and you can find this one on YouTube, Anna Meets the Furries, and I think MTV did something on them too. But yeah, furries in general are portrayed as all being the same type of thing, and that's a load of bull, because I know plenty of furries who are nothing like that. Human haters. You actually find these people in the fandom, but what are they? Well, these are the type of furries that are, believe it or not, very common. Human-hating furries, they think that cause furries look good in artwork, that they would look way better than humans in real life. And because of fan fictions, there is usually a theme that goes on with them, such as most of them are placed in the future, where humans created them and war broke out. Usually there's a bunch of professionally written stories I heard about this type of thing, and that's usually what's canon in the furry fandom. Some stories tell of the humans and furries living together, whether it be a small-time fanfic or something big. Usually it's peaceful, but the humans are portrayed, like in James Cameron's Avatar, dang it, I misspelled Avatar, to be greedy, weak, ugly beings with no love for the other beings. They hate humans themselves and consider humanity to be nothing compared to being a furry. Pathetic. These people don't know about the true power of the human spirit. God made us human for a reason. Humans in many RPGs and whatnot, if you look, they don't excel in one particular status, but they actually are well balanced. And when the humans put their mind to something, they actually accomplish it greatly. And trust me, look at the humans in anime. Believe it or not, a lot of them are better looking than some furries. Oh, and one more thing before I get on to another part of the rant, which will describe the different types of furries. The majority of the fandom is usually liberal, and a non-liberal is rare to find. Basically, these are the people, and I'm not comparing all liberals to this, of course, just the ones that are usually in the furry fandom that believe in acceptance and things that shouldn't be accepted as a part of normal day life, and of course things like premarital sex, throwing away faith to pretend that you can do whatever you want and still be a success in life. Yeah, bullcrap like that. A very little percent of the fandom are known as many things, and these very low percentiles are known as zoophiles. People who think perverse thoughts of animals, basically. And thus making all furries, good and bad, look like animal perverts that dress up in suits and do quote-unquote things with each other. That does happen with some, but not all. Some furries actually don't do these bad things, whether it be zoophilia, or even dress up just so they can, do things with each other at fandoms. Pardon me, I meant to say convention. Anyway, the different types of furries. Of course, there's the furry. Anthropomorphics with fur. The most common, of course. Usually, the most common ones are dogs, wolves, rabbits, etc., especially foxes. Vixens, which is a female fox, though common, are very popular in the fandom. Scalies are basically, creatures with scales, like lizards and dragons, and a feather is basically avians, or, basically birds. So, yeah. This has been part 2 of the Furry Fandom's Rant. Stay tuned for part 3 where we discuss a few more things, and the conclusion, all in one video. Awesome! And then, after that, will be the conclusion, basically the final thoughts, my final thoughts, of the 4 fandom segment, period. Well, may God bless, Jesus loves, and fare thee well.